Hey guys, what's going on? It's Corey Knipple back here for another demo today on WordPress. WordPress is an online, open source, and website creation tool that's written in PHP. Basically, it's a very easy and powerful blogging and website content management system. What I'm going to be showing you today is the blog that I have set up on my own. So this is the administration setup for the blog. If you want to see the posts that I've made already, I've inputted a couple here with a couple categories that people can search through. You see the comments, the date it was published. Let's go into one of these actually. You can see that you have both the visual of it and also the coding basically of it. You see there's a picture here. I made a 7-pixel border in maroon color. And then anytime you want to update this, you would just update it. If you want to add a category to it, these two it was part of my blog and it was a winter post, so those are the two checked there. And then I have pages here, and you'll see how this all incorporates into my blog later. But we have 4 pages here. We have the home page, the about page, contact, and blog, all published on the 29th and 28th, so just fairly recently. And these are the pages, basically the separate pages that you would click on to go to. So if you want to contact us, you would click on the contact. If you want to just go to our homepage or our blog, they're all just different links basically to different web pages. Next we have the comments. If you want to see the comments, this is really nice, especially if you have a really large blog. I just made an example comment here in response to the Exploring Waterfalls post. You can see what time it was submitted on, you can see the comment itself, you can actually see who it was posted from, so that's really interesting. We also have a contact form, which actually looks like this. Here, I'll show you it real quick. Where I've kind of edited it a little bit so it shows the first name, last name, email, and comment or message, and then you would just submit that to us. And we would go in and go to entries, and we could see basically everything that you submitted, what your concern or comment was, and then we could go accordingly from there. Now, a couple of the problems that I had setting this up was overall appearance of it. I wanted it to look really nice. So this is actually what the bland 2014 theme looks like without anything added to it or customized about it. You see it's got the black and green, it's got a sidebar here, it doesn't really have any pictures or anything, very bland at the bottom, no footer section. So what I've done is I've added this picture here that goes on every single web page. It's like a static picture basically across all web pages. I have actually just deleted the whole code for this sidebar here because I didn't really think it was necessary when you have a sidebar here and a sidebar here. So I just went ahead and deleted that, and I added some widgets here that I'll get into a little bit later, and then just a footer section here with some links to go to the different pages once you come all the way to the bottom here. One problem I had was that these 4 links here, I couldn't get them to be in the right order that I wanted it to. So what I had to do was I had to come in here and get a plugin that allowed me to move them, the simple page order, that allowed me to move them in the correct order that I wanted them to, and it just would make a lot more sense to me. And also we have the menus here. Basically what a menu is you can create a menu. I've created a horizontal menu in this case. You can drag in pages. Maybe you really like a post so you want that to be on the top of your web page here. You could put that there if you wanted to. I like to keep it simple, but you could add one of them over. And categories, so maybe you want all your winter posts because it's getting that time of year. You could add a winter section here, and this would link you right to all the winter posts that you had. but what I've created is I've just created that home, about, contact, and blog, and it puts it in the correct order. And you would come in here and to the customization, and you would say you wanted to add that same menu up to the top bar here, and that's exactly what I did. A couple other things. Let's see here. For the user, I just kind of created I had to go back into the code to change some of this stuff, like the coloring of this stuff. Even just change this just to do it, basically, because I didn't really like how it looked. Let's say you're searching for something. Let's say you're searching for hello. I actually went into the code here, and I'll show you that here in a second. But I've formatted it so it says what I want here and here. I've changed the color of that. But let's say maybe you were searching for winter, or okay, there's nothing there either. Let's maybe search for Brazil. That might be one of the posts. Okay, so we've searched Brazil, and customize that so it says search results for, and then whatever you search for, and then Brazil, and it should have the picture once it loads, but that's not really a big deal. But you would just click on actually it would be inside this, so we'll go to the post itself, and then you'll see that it has that 7-pixel maroon border that I've created. You can leave a comment, and then the comments will show up down here. Let me actually just leave a comment real quick, and then we'll see how that shows up in the actual blog itself. So you see the picture here, and you have previous post and next post, and then you have the admin, which is me, that said awesome. Same type of thing with all the headings here. Looking for something, I've went into the code and changed all these most recent posts. When was what posted, the history, so this will show you all the posts of November. There's 4 of them right now, and the categories or groups here. This is like the blog grouping, so anything related to the blog is in there. You have 2 winter posts, a summer post, an autumn post, and a broad post right now. If you wanted to see posts from specific dates, maybe you want to see only the ones from the 29th. We go in here, we see exploring waterfalls. Once it loads up here, we have the Swallow Falls State Park, and we should have, once it gets going here, it's a little slow in this type of environment, but it obviously won't be this slow once you get down into the real world. But basically, it's just going to have those 3 posts, and that I have one titled my very first post that was posted on the 28th, so that won't actually show up. See, we have Swallow Falls and Brazil, and that is the end of that. So I guess we can go back and look into the code to where some of these things were changed. We'd come to the appearance and then the editor, and you have your basic style sheet. I created a child theme of the 2014, but you can also go into the original and change any of these PHP files. And let's just go into the search one that we looked at earlier. So we have the search results, and then we come in here and you have to look through the code, and I actually went ahead and changed search results for, so I wanted to print that in a maroon color. And then when you come down here, no post found, that's part of the content none template. So if you come into this PHP file, this is what shows up if nothing shows up in your search results. So I came in here and found that this is what's printed in what happens when nothing shows up. So I went ahead and changed that to, sorry, no, there's nothing here, because I preferred that. I like the maroon color, goes along with that green foresty feel. And I've kind of done that with a lot of the different templates. Changed the colors, changed what's printed out, changed the sizing, and all sorts like that. But that's basically how you navigate the page. And I've already showed you the back end. Like I said, if you just want to see the 2 winter posts, you come in here. But I guess, how is this used in the industry? That would be the best question to ask here. And I have two main companies that have used it here. We have PlayStation and Fortune 500. So PlayStation, this is actually all using WordPress. These both are using WordPress in the industry. So you can see that they have a couple different pages here. So if you wanted to see all the posts related to maybe PS4, PS3, so on and so forth, they have this featured video here, along with all the dates of the posts. Looks like it's in a pretty orderly fashion. Looks like they have a widget here for all of their social media presence. You can maybe subscribe to them. Just a lot of different things here. Different blog posts here. We have the PS Plus, this unboxing of The Last Guardian, which looks very, very old, or old style, I should say. And I just wanted to show you. They kind of have more of a game feel because PlayStation is a gaming company, so they're not going to be as, I guess, professional. They're more suited towards that gaming initiative. You can see that these are all tags, so you could actually click on these and maybe you find all the posts related to Final Fantasy 15, which just came out, which I am interested in. But then you can see down here, it is powered by WordPress. Fortune is another company that's using WordPress. You can see here they have a lot of different pages, quick links. They have a search bar. They have basically an overview of everything. I would say this is an overview of their whole page, just kind of summed up without the blog posts. You can see that they have columns set out here with the date of the blog, and you click on any one of these and it would bring you right to the blog post. And if I can scroll down here, you can just see a couple different things that they're doing. They just have, it almost looks like separate footer sections with must-reads, popular. It's basically just different sections and subheads of the whole website or blog. And then once we come down to the bottom here, this is their main footer. They have their social media over here, their main pages, and just like the custom privacy policy and all that type of stuff down here. And you can also see that that's powered by WordPress. So this was actually really fun to make. I'm interested in seeing how it goes. It's kind of weird. I set this up on an actual website and got some random likes, which was very odd because I hadn't told anybody about it. But it's just weird to see who's actually looking at your stuff or who's actually just falling across different blog posts. It's just like an endless pit, just like YouTube. You can go from one video to a video of a different category in like a matter of 30 minutes. It's crazy. But I think that will sum up this video. I appreciate your time, and I hope to see you next time.